living in a dream. Now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star. Always.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready, 55. Watch QB drop. Gun. QB drop. 55.
On first down, it's Newton. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
55.
Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Watch twist.
From the gun, here's Newton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Wright. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play. Well done from a safety to come up there at the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle, too.
Yeah, he actually played into his position, didn't he? He's the strong safety. That means being near the line of scrimmage, cleaning up the run game, almost an extra linebacker, and he relishes the opportunities to put a big hit on a runner.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
And 10 yards to go.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Check.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at at the 15-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Here's Newton. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 18. Shotgun now for Carr. And he's got his tight end. This is Luke Wilson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Carr going to throw. He'll find his running back here, Richard. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
First down, Raiders.
Down. 180. 59. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Check it back.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. He'll have a first down past the 40. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there. Either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
Carr completes it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Back. White. 59.
Here's Carr to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here.
Down. 42. 180. Hey, we're good. 180. Right on. 42. Mike 42, check. 42.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
First down, Raiders.
Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Carr gives to Richard. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Who that? 6:37.
From the 17, Carr, his throw caught right around the 6. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Monday, down. 180. Mike 59. Here we go, G.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Man up, D. 59 Mike.
One more time with Jacobs. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Carlson able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor. Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the 2nd half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Check 55, Mike. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 8. One set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Out of the gun, Newton. Got a man, it's right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Showing it. 8. What is it?
Operating from the gun. Newton got his target, Samuel. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
That's the way. Whip. Watch the whip.
On first and 10, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Newton now to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
20.
Newton throwing again. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 56 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Now Carr. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
Ready? Right to the 3. Hey, eat. There's a party now. Ready?
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So how about the turn of events there at the end of the half?
This is one where you go charging into your locker room having collected 3 points you didn't expect to get. And you look across the field and you see guys kind of pointing fingers at each other like, dude, how'd you turn it over and make us give up 3 right there?
We have hit halftime. So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair. And he says, would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter? And I look, well, all right, never mind. Third quarter action now. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. To throw is Carr. And Nelson's got it here right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. J.J. Nelson. 83 yards. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Play action, it's Newton. And right with it here over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. Now Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Room here to run. 23 yards, the final tally.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Now Newton on first down. Oh, twisting away. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Set. 180. I got it. Double time.
Newton takes it himself, and he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton taking it in, and the Panthers add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Carr now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. And down he'll go at the 25. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it second down. On second down, Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Throwing on second and 3. Carr. Caught left side, Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Carr now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's first and 10.
Check 37. Check 37. One, later one. Joker.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards the pickup there.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 23-yard run. And the Raiders are back within a score. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now first and 10 at the 31-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to look deep and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A first down and then some. 36 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Vontez Burfict, the one to get him down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And some space here. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 32 yards. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's Carr. And to the left side here, Wilson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Carr going to throw.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Check. Great, 88. Great. It's our time.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Jonathan Hankins in on the stop. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. You don't know no better.
The shotgun snap for Newton. Flushed out right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10. He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Mike down. 180. Hey, here we go. You're mine. 59 mark, 59 mark. Check, 59. Hey, Steve 6. Let's go, baby. Mike 59. Mike 59. Ricky.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On first down, Carr. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. This is Richard. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Throwing now is Carr. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Brian Burns. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Down! 180! Mike is 59! Mike is 59! Yep. Watch the twist, watch the twist! 280,
on 1st and 10, here's Carr. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
McCaffrey, and only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And they take a knee. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. And, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on fourth down. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Down. 185. 29. 29.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Mike spot 9. You can't block me. You can't block me.
59, Mike. Ain't no way. Check, 59.
Hey, I'm coming after you.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 59.
One final try now for Carr. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ross Cockrell. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put